Kia ora, ko Stephanie Tuka ingoa, haere mai. Welcome to Adaptive Go. Today we're getting the snowboards and skis ready for our upcoming trip to Snow Planet and Indoor Snow Centre. It's our first time there and we're really looking forward to going. So to do that, we're taking the summer wax off our skis and waxing them and getting them ready for Snow Planet. And we thought you might like to see what's involved in the waxing process and the different decisions that we made around sit skiing so that we could get the most out of the ski to help me ski better. You can watch lots of vids on how to wax your skis and snowboards, and that's what my husband did to learn how to do this. But this vid isn't really about that. This vid's about the decisions we made to improve sit skiing. So first off, regular waxing of my ski makes a massive difference to me. And when you think that you've only got one ski doing quite a lot of work, anything that you can do to get better performance out of that ski is an improvement. So Togna.com, they say that regular good waxing makes it easier to initiate a turn by about 30%. And they also say that about 95% of recreational skiers don't wax their skis. So that's a lot of people who are missing out on easier turn initiation and the free speed, the faster glide that you get from having a regular wax ski. Places where I find that a freshly waxed ski makes the biggest difference is, when you're using your outriggers to push along, having a freshly waxed ski, it just glides a lot more. When you're needing to, manoeuvre the ski and getting ready for the chairlift or through the lift gates, that's where a fresh wax ski makes a big difference. But also, I really noticed the free speed, the getting ready for a ski run, a whole bunch of stuff, and that nice glide feel makes a big difference. So I noticed that my skis start losing their wax performance maybe on the second or definitely by the third day. So thankfully Hubs likes his board waxed regularly as well, and he's quite interested in the waxing process. So we wax both of my skis at the same time, and that way I can switch to a freshly waxed ski and Hubs just holds off a little bit longer on his board. The place to start with the ski waxing is the base clean, and initially we used a degreaser to get our skis clean, but actually the degreaser seeps into the sintered bases and it's not very good for the wax that you want to actually absorb into the base. So we switched to a hot wax scrape, and my husband did that at the end of the ski season. And he had to do it about 3 times to get the bases really clean. And then he's put on a summer wax for over the summer, which we're now scraping off. So once you've done the summer wax, usually what you do next then is tune the ski edges. So we've got this side edge tool that we use, and it's got a file in it to make sure that we get the side edge angle right, and then we use these little files to sort of deburr and keep the edges performing well during the season. So we use 1 degree for the base angle. Now we picked this because I ski a lot of flat ski, and because that's the way I like to ski mostly. That's a lot like a snowboard, and you're sort of skiing both sides like a snowboard. So racewax.com talks about the base edge bevel and how important it is to initiate a turn, but also that you have to get it right for the conditions that you ski. So because there's quite a lot of ice up Mount Ruapehu, we took both those things into decision when setting that 1 degree base edge bevel. What sort of wax do you use? Ideally you need a waxing iron and obviously wax. My husband did a lot of work on this last season, did a lot of research, and we played around with lots of different waxes, and I think he's really got it humming for me and the type of skiing I do with a sit ski. So generally we use a cooled or cold rotated Toko red or blue hydrocarbon wax for cold conditions through the start to the middle of the season, and then towards the end of the season we switch to a warm rated Toko yellow hydrocarbon wax because the snow is warmer and wetter. But what we really found when we can get it is a wax with a low fluorocarbon additive. So racewax.com say recreational skiers only ever really need to stay on a hydrocarbon wax, but we found that this fluorocarbon wax, it just made a noticeable difference to how long the ski stayed fast and how easily it glided. And I think that's important when you have to push yourself along the snow, but of course it's also great for skiing fast and getting some of that free speed. So today what we're doing is getting ready for the upcoming trip to Snow Planet, which is indoor skiing. And we know from the research that the temperature is around -5 degrees and that it's also man-made snow. So the general guide is to choose a wax based on the temperature and then go one colder for man-made snow. Man-made snow is more abrasive, so the colder wax is harder and it will last longer in those sorts of conditions. So that's what we're putting on today and why we're doing that. What about outriggers? I don't really bother too much with the outrigger ski base. It's not a sintered base like the skis and snowboards, so it can't really absorb wax. But when we think about it, we use a sort of rub-on wax. This one's Swix S4. It's an all-temperature thing, and we just rub it onto the outrigger ski. So the other way that you can look after your outrigger skis is you can gently sand them with a sanding block, because the edges, well, my edges anyway, they get dinged up hitting rocks and things like that. So just a gentle sand just to sort of make them smoother will really help them glide better on the snow. I'll put some links below on the two websites that we've used the most for tuning tips, racewax.com and tognar.com. So happy exploring around how to improve your waxing and getting performance out of your skis. So hopefully this vid has helped you understand how to get the most performance out of your ski for your sit skiing experience. We're really looking forward to Snow Planet. I'm going to ski my Rossignol 88 because it's got a tighter turn radius and we think it'll be a bit more nimble in the indoor ski park. So we're really looking forward to it. So subscribe so that you can find out more about what happens at Snow Planet. We're planning to play with the suspension and also do a little bit of park if we can. So I'll see you next time.